Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about the Trecena of Kej. So here I am on this finally rather sunny day on 13 Kej, the final day of the Ish Trecena. We just made a ceremony this morning with many people around the world to finish off this Trecena to honour the ancestors. And tomorrow we go into a new Trecena. We go into the Trecena of Kej. So what does the Trecena of Kej signify? What's that all about? Well, today I decided to choose this backdrop, this greenness, this natural world behind me, because this is what Kej is all about. It's our connection with nature, our connection with the natural world. And this could be seen as being something which is our innate essence, to be connected with nature. We're part of this natural world, and yet much of our modern world is something which is very disconnected from it. Kej can be seen as the Nawal of spiritual leaders. It's said that the spiritual leaders, the true spiritual leaders, get this connection from understanding the ways of nature. They're able to lead their communities by working with the plant kingdom, by working with the animal kingdom, by understanding the way that nature works. This is a way that we can bring this leadership in. So, as we go through the Trecenas, one of the things that I kind of see, particularly with these first three, is the development and distillation of the energy from one phase to another. So the Trecena of Ish is all about the spirit of Mother Earth and how we connect with that. But here, this is connecting with her physical emanation, the physical connection with nature. So, this is something which can bring us wisdom, this is something which can bring us understanding, this is something which can bring us strength in one way or another, when we connect with our natural world. Kej is also about leadership, and one of the things that maybe we're seeing at the moment is this is really time for people to step up into their leadership, to use the strength that comes from nature, to use their connection to the balance which comes from the natural world in order to lead their communities, in order to guide. And this is something else which Kej can do. So one of the things I also feel is quite interesting, for me, there are two ways that we can see this sequence of Nawalis. Another thing that we can see within the Trecenas is we have the Trecena of Ish, which could represent Ish Balam, and then the Trecena of Kej, so we have Ish Balam Kej, one of the hero twins, and then we go into Hunahpu, who is the other hero twin, and Hunahpu, the beginning of the next Trecena, arrives on 22nd of June, so just after the summer solstice. It's also the time when Venus will reappear in the morning sky, and for me the evening sky phase of Venus is signified by Ish Balam Kej, and the morning star phase is signified by Hunahpu. Now in the last 13 days the Venus has ceased to be the evening star, and by 22nd of June we will certainly be seeing Venus as the morning star. So it's very interesting the way that the calendar falls with regards to the movements of the planet Venus right now. So anyway, getting back to this Trecena of Kej, what's it all about? Well, Kej can be stubborn, Kej can be headstrong. It's generally got its heart in the right place. It really wants to lead people in the right way, but sometimes we have to be careful that we're really connecting with the natural world. Sometimes all of that strength and that power, we have to recognise that the natural world isn't just flowers and rainbows and butterflies. It's also storms and floods and trees falling down and those kind of things as well. It's strong experiences. Those strong experiences help to build our courage, help to build our understanding. But sometimes, especially when Kej is involved, less is more. It's a lot of strength to handle, and learning to handle it, learning to work with it, learning where to place that line between determination and stubbornness, using our strength to push things forward without becoming stuck in our way. Remembering that nature is always flexible, nature moves to accommodate and adapts. And so, whilst we might use our strength to go forward in our life, to lead our people, to work with our people, however that might work, we also have to remember to remain flexible, to adapt to our surroundings. So, these are things which the Trecena of Kej might well bring along. The ability to gain strength, but also the ability and necessity to adapt to change when it's required. The ability and necessity to analyze what's going on around you and ask yourself, should I continue to put my energy here? Am I just being stubborn about this? Or does my determination help to drive me towards a truly natural and useful outcome? So these are things that we might be learning during the Trecena of Kej. The Trecena of Kej obviously will begin on 1 Kej tomorrow. 1 Kej, the number 1 representing birth, representing newness, novelty, representing beginnings. It's a new connection with the natural world, a new connection with the animal kingdom, with the plant kingdom. And in order to reconnect, you need to get out there. Now, I recognise, as I probably said in the last video, I know that not everybody can get out there into the mountains right now. Maybe it's prohibited in your country or something like that. But I also see that many countries are beginning to ease their restrictions. 1 Kej is an excellent day. If you've been shut in for the last however many weeks or months it is, 1 Kej is an excellent day to go out and reconnect with the forest, reconnect with the mountains, reconnect with the natural world, even if it's just getting out in your garden. This is the time to go do it. This is the time to go and receive that new strength from the greenness, from the natural world. It's a time to go and walk in the woods and see what has to be said. See what can be said to you. See what messages you receive from the natural world. From 1 Kej, we're going into 2 Anil. So Anil, the yellowing, the ripening. Anil is the yellowing of the maize. It's about bringing our projects, our plans, our dreams to ripeness. Anil is usually seen as a positive, beneficial, and usually joyful day. It's the day when, you know, our crop is coming to ripeness, our maize is coming to yellowing after all our work. And here we see it connected with the number 2. So the number 2 can represent self-sacrifice. So this might say, okay, it's time to sacrifice a little bit of yourself in order to bring your harvest in the future, in order to make your harvest bountiful, as it were. But the number 2 also represents relationships. And so this is a great day to enjoy your relationship, to be literally in joy with your relationship, to bring joy into it, to have fun with it. It's a great day to go and do something fun with your partner, to recognise that's an important part that brings maturity as well. So, to Anil, from our own point of view of what we can do in a solo situation with ourselves, it could be also about decisions, because the 2 can be very dualistic, as it were. So separating out what you wish to keep, what you wish to let go of, in order to bring about the maximum abundance, in order to bring about your ripening. From 2 Anil, we then go into 3 Toch. Toch is about giving back. Anil we receive, Toch we give back. So 3 Toch, this is about looking inside of yourself, because the number 3 brings it home, so it can represent the home itself. It can also represent what's going on within you. And Toch is about payment, it's about giving, it's about offering, it's about making time, it's about making space. So here we're seeing something which is making an effort to give back for what you've received in your home, for the good health of your family, for your own good health. making some kind of offering, whether it's lighting a candle or whatever, but also for doing that within you, for acknowledging your health, for acknowledging what you've given, and helping that to bring you health, okay, to bring you into balance. It's about, Toch can be about paying off debts, and sometimes, you know, we've been giving and giving and giving, and sometimes we need to give to ourselves. So 3 Toch could be about that, to look after yourself for a day. From 3 Toch, we then move into 4 Tz'i. So, Tz'i, the Nawal of justice. Tz'i, the Nawal of law. Tz'i, the Nawal of faith and loyalty. And we see it here with the number 4. The 4, practical, stable, material. So this could be very much about material justice. This could be about making sure that whatever's wrong is brought into the right. It can be about the physical application of justice where it is necessary. This can be about the bringing it into the physical world. And so 4 Tz'i can be a great day for working out physical legal matters, for grounding it, for ensuring that justice is served in a very stable and down-to-earth way. Now, it still needs to be built, but this is the foundation on which to lay the case. 4 Tz'i is also about looking for our faith in the material world. I understand that over the last few months we've all had maybe our faith in the world rocked a little bit. Hopefully 4 Tz'i will come along and restore that faith. From 4 Tz'i we then move into 5 Bats. So Bats, the creativity. Bats, the weaver. Bats, the artistic genius that brings things together. Bats, the one that brings the beauty into our natural world. We see that connected with the number 5. And so the number 5 is the hand. The number 5 is all about work. The number 5 is about putting your energy into your weaving. Put your energy into your creativity. Put your energy into the creation that brings out the full beauty of the world. So 5 Bats is a great day to be working on your creative projects. It's a great day to put your energy into whatever it is, whether your creativity is writing, whether it's making pictures, whether it's whatever it might be. 5 Bats is a day to put your energy really into it, to bring out its full beauty. I always see the 5 as it will be rewarded, maybe not right away, and maybe it feels like hard work when you're doing it, but you can be sure that when it comes out, it will come out as a work of genius. From 5 Bats, we then go into 6 So the journey, the road, it's all about experience. It's about being here, going out, pushing the boundaries, finding out what we can do, how we can do it, not necessarily walking the same path again. Now 6 is going to be an interesting one, because what we have is the number 6, which incorporates the physical, but with the divine aspects, the divine masculine and divine feminine aspects coming together in the physical. So 6 is a great day for a journey, but it's a journey which is more than just physical. It's a journey that incorporates other elements into it in a very, very big way. So you may well learn a lot more than you were expecting to learn on a journey taken on 6 6 is also a day when I would suggest it's a particularly good day to make a journey. So if you're looking for what day you need to make it on, 6 could be one, a very good candidate. So from 6 we then move into 7 Ach. So the Kej Trecena I mentioned earlier has an essence of spiritual leadership. Ach is more the father in the home, the father in the community. Ach is more about communal leadership. And it's very interesting, I think, that it falls right in the middle of the Kej Trecena. Ach is about standing up for what is right. Ach is about using your bravery, using your strength, using your backbone, as it were, to lead, to ensure that your community comes into harmony, to ensure that the right thing is done, even if that's not necessarily the popular thing. Now, the number 7, the top of the pyramid, this is the pinnacle, this is the ending, this is the finalization of Ach. But it's also about choices. When you're standing on the top of the mountain, you have all of these choices laid out around you. So 7 Ach could be very much about choosing the way that you lead, choosing the style of your leadership, making choices to bring harmony to your community, even if those choices may be somewhat difficult, may be somewhat unpopular. It's all about ensuring that your community is served in the best way possible. 7 Ach may bring up those choices, may highlight those things for you to follow, may ask you to prove yourself, to make a decision, whether that's a popular decision or not, as to what you will accept and what you will not accept when it comes to bringing harmony to your home or harmony to your community. From 7 Ach, we're then going to move into 8 Ish. So, Ish, the Nawal of the spirit of Mother Earth, also the Nawal of the sacred spaces, the shrines and the altars. And 8 Ish is a perfect day to make ceremony, to bless the altars, to bless the shrines, to bless the sacred space within your home, within you. It's a great day to make ceremony, to honour the mothers within our community, to honour our own mothers, of course. And it's a great day to make ceremony to honour Mother Earth. So 8 Ish is almost kind of like what we could consider to be like an Earth Day, as it were. So 8 Ish is also asking us to look at the wholeness of Mother Earth, to look at what we can do on a spiritual level, on a physical level, emotional level, on a practical level. You know, what we can do to honour Mother Earth in all of these ways. Because, you know, if we're only acting on one level, then we're not really doing all that we can to honour her. From 8 Ish, we then move into 9 Tz'ikin. So Tz'ikin, the Nawal of vision. Tz'ikin, the Nawal of foresight. Tz'ikin, the Nawal of prosperity. The Nawal of sustainability. The one who's able to see into the future, to understand what is necessary. Now, Tz'ikin, the bird that flies up high, that can see what we're going to need further down the line. Tz'ikin is a great day for achieving your vision. It's a great day for getting that vision, to bring it into the world. And here we see it with the number 9. The number 9 representing the number of life, also representing the number of the feminine. And so this is a great day for women's visions in particular. It's also a great day for your life vision. So the Kej Trecena, of course, seems fairly strong, and here we have 9 Tz'ikin. We're talking about your life vision. So maybe this is a great day to ask yourself, to ask in your prayers, to ask in your offerings, to ask in your ceremony, however it is that you choose to ask. How can I bring my life's vision into being? How can I create a sustainable vision for future life? Because that's what it's all about. This is not about next day thinking, this is about next year, next decade. How can we take that forward? 9 Tz'ikin maybe when it comes to you. From 9 Tz'ikin, we then move into 10 Ajmak. So, Ajmak, the Nawal of forgiveness, the Nawal of pardon. Ajmak, the Nawal of acceptance of other human beings for exactly who they are. And here we have it with the number 10, representing society, representing community. This is a day of forgiveness within the community. This is a day of forgiving each other, for accepting each other, for all our imperfections. Because there's none of us that are perfect, I don't think. So Like, we just have to accept each other, because if we don't, we're just continually fighting and we're pointing fingers and that kind of thing. So 10 Ajmak is a great day of forgiveness within the community. And I think we can probably do with a bit of that right now as well. So whether you choose to go out and make a forgiveness ceremony, or whether you do it in some other way, it's a day to go into your heart and work out how you can forgive each other, how you can work together. From 10 Ajmak, we then move into 11 Noch. Now 11 Noch, the mind, Noch, the logic, Noch, the thought, Noch, the ideas. And it's all about knowledge, it's about the storing of knowledge and the ability to put it together in the correct way to come up with new ideas. And 11 Noch might suggest that, well, you might find that the ideas come from some rather unusual places on 11 Noch, because the 11, we don't know which way it's going to draw on next. It can be really, really super creative, but not always particularly linear. So we don't expect it to necessarily sort of go in a straight line or make logical changes or that kind of thing, but it's entirely necessary to do so at the moment, because we don't get the new solution by following the same path. And it may be from going to these rather out there places that we're able to come up with the true solution. So from 11 Noch, we're then going to go into 12 Tijax. Now this is a very strong number with a very strong Nawal. Tijax being the obsidian blade, Tijax being the healer, Tijax also being the warrior, Tijax being the one that cuts away that which is not necessary, Tijax being the one that cuts away that which we no longer need to work with. Tijax helps us to use our discernment, and the number 12 is about our life experiences, bring it all together in one bundle. So with 12 Tijax, we're really looking at something where we're cutting away the experiences that no longer need to serve us. Those experiences that we're bringing together, are they what we wish to collect in our bundle, or are they something that happened to us a while ago that we don't need to carry anymore? What are we going to take into the next level? Because as we go from that Trecena of Kej into the Trecena of Ajmak, what do we want to carry forward? So 12 Tijax is a great day at looking at what you carry, what life experiences you carry with you, whether they bring healing or whether they bring disease, and seeing what you can cut away. Maybe there's something, an old memory, something that happened to you in the past that's not really helping you anymore, and you need to release. Well, 12 Tijax is an excellent day for that. Now, I recognise that surgery may be painful, and we see the healing aspect in two ways. First there's Tijax that comes and cuts it away, and then there's Kawok that comes and dresses the wound. Kawok that promotes the healing after the surgery. And here we see it in its highest aspect with the number 13. 13 Kawok, the healing that comes from the ancestors. 13 Kawok is a very, very strong Nawal. Now Kawok is also the rainstorm. Kawok is also the flood. It washes away that which Tijax has cut. I'm speaking to you on a sunny day. We've had a week of rains following tropical storms coming through. We're very grateful that Kawok has left us in relative peace here. 13 Kawok can be very strong. It can be a very powerful day. It can be very powerful storms coming in, that kind of thing. And it's very powerful healing. Kawok is about bringing the new into the world. And here, the new which is being brought into the world is coming from the ancestors. So it's a midwife to the spirit. And this is where it's then going to go into the day Hunachpu with the birth of the new sun. So we can understand why 13 Kawok would be a very, very powerful day. It may be a day when you may find that a lot of things are outside of your control. It may be a day when you know that the healing will come, even though it might come with a storm. So 13 Kawok can be a very, very powerful day. It can also be a day on which you might petition the ancestors to bring healing to your world, in whatever way, shape or form that might take. whether it's your own ancestors, whether it's the ancestors of the place in which you live. It's a great day to ask for their assistance in your healing work. Kawok also being the female healer. This may be a day when female healers are particularly empowered through the spirit of the ancestors. So a great day to receive any form of healing treatment from the women in our lives. So, that was the Kej Trecena, and I look forward to seeing you in 13 days' time when we'll go through the Ajmak Trecena. Thank you.